In honor of Ash Ketchum finally achieving his dream of being a Pokemon Master after only 25 years, let's take a look at this Pokemon... whatever it is. These Pokemon cards with minifigures came with a crappy plastic baggy thing around them, so that's really something. I bought this Pokemon thing off AliExpress quite a while ago, and I'm still not really sure what the original intention with this was, like if you're actually supposed to purchase this entire thing together, or if this was like a store display and you pick up one of these figures with a card together. The crappy plastic baggies around the figures and cards are top-notch as well, so Kyogre fell out. Getting a little figurine with your cards isn't exactly the best setup because, I mean, you're gonna damage these precious cards. They're not gonna be in mint condition. Look, they're all bent up. Oh no! Seriously though, the cards are in rather rough shape being packaged together like this. And of course, there's been absolutely no attempt to match a Pokemon figurine to its card or anything, which is not really surprising. Over on the side here, we've got artwork from the anime when the Game Boy Advance games were coming out. So we've got Ash, Pikachu, Brock, and then May and Max, I think his name was. So of course, that stuff over there is Generation 3, but then we got Pikachu and Piplup, which is Generation 4 in the center. So yeah, not very consistent about which generation they're supposed to be plugging here. Gen 4 might have just came out somewhere around the time and they slapped a few things on here because all the cards and figures are still Gen 3 era. Now, if you were just supposed to like take one of these off to purchase at the store, it's not really convenient as these baggies are kind of glued to this card back here. On the card back, we've got more Gen 4 stuff, especially with more Piplup. Apparently they really loved putting Piplup on this card. We have a bunch of Pokemon featured in boxes on the back here, which are all almost Gen 1 with a few exceptions. At the bottom, you suddenly get the Generation 4 Legendaries with Palkia and Dialga, and then the Generation 4 Mew equivalent with Manaphy. And yes, hidden amongst the rest of the Generation 1 Pokemon was the Generation 2 Pichu. But anyway, I hope you're feeding your Pokemon plenty of watermelons. At the bottom, we've got a bunch of Chinese characters, so I guess we'll never know where this was made.
We will never know.
We've got the Real CE logo, the Not for 0 to 3, Recycle It, double happy faces, whatever that's about, and then Dying Pac-Man. Here's our translation for some of this. Product name, Pokemon Doll. Inspector signature, inspection. Well, at least we know this was properly inspected by inspection itself. Manufacturer Tricky Toys factory address. Main material and composition plastic ABS PVC. Applicable age, 4 years old, over 48 months. Choking hazard. This! Don't forget this! Above Piplup here it says weird or something else. What else can we get out of this? Horror! Whoa, horror! Who knew? This is the horror of Pokemon here. Efficiency. Yeah, maybe it means that. Piplup loves efficiency. Cute song Love Mouth? Cute pocket monster. I guess that could be it. Pocket identification of weather. That's probably the most accurate. Flash chapter! Come on! Come collect! That seems about right. Yelling at us, collect them all. Elf latest day synthesis. Yeah, sure. Shining debut, come and collect it! Come and collect, flashing chapter is coming, come and collect! The latest big collection of elves is coming, come and collect! Tender! Cute mouth monster! I always thought that's what Piplup's name should be, cute mouth monster. And over here it says high-tech version Pokemon. The latest and most complete Pokemon 493 Pocket Monsters! They definitely do not have all of them at the time in this. New! Registered trademark. Yeah, sure. These guys own New. Didn't you know that? Elf moving scratch version. Yeah. Then once again, it's Pokemon. And over here, they're saying Mouth of Love. Shining debut, come and collect. The bootleg cards that come in the baggie with the figures are ones I've actually covered on Bootleg Zones before, as they are the Pocket Monster pedigree cards. So if you want to hear more about these silly named Pokemon bootleg cards, check out my video on that. As a lot of people mentioned in the comments of that video, they think these stupid cards are supposed to play like a messed up version of Top Trumps. And you can see how wonderful it'd be to play with these cards after coming out of these little baggies. Good stuff here. And yes, the Pocket Monster pedigree cards have awesome names like Diamond-Eyed Spirit, Steel-Mouthed Scizor, Steel Rock Dragon, and Voltorb is really a James Bond movie, Thunderball. Other cards we got are stuff like Wafting Mouse, Ground Lying King, Volcano Ox, Steel Stone Dragon. Oh no, look what they've done to my Steel Dragon King card. It's not in mint condition. Only one of the cards on this card back thing is a hollow foil of flying fish. So, I mean, if you're supposed to just take one of these from the store, I mean, why wouldn't you want to get the super expensive rare hollow foil? And if these things actually had any real value, imagine how happy you'd be getting a card in this condition. We also got a non-hollow foil flying fish, which is flying fucked. So anyway, yeah, there's all the cards with those stupid figures out of the way, which are really what we're here to see. So here's our lineup of Bootlegimon. For the most part, the color schemes are pretty correct. There's some off bits, and how off each Pokemon is varies from figure to figure. Some of them look pretty close, while others, not so much. Entei here just has pure black eyes, so it's looking quite evil. We've got this classic Pikachu figure, which has been bootlegged many times. Here it is next to its Prodigy Pet counterpart. I can say that this one is more accurate than what this turned into, and they also changed the tail a bit on the old Prodigy Pet. Kind of ridiculously, on some of these figures, they've actually left the company markings for Tomy on here. We got Bootleg Tyranitar here, who usually has a softer coloring and isn't so deep green and blue like this figurine makes it. And it's got Main China Tomy still on it. Seviper's not terrible. They could have painted the eye a little better, and there's a bit of color missing. We've got Ninetales next, who is kind of green with envy, I guess. And this one's got Main China Tomy and Nintendo markings still on it. Next up, we've got really the all-star of this set, as this figurine is actually a bootleg exclusive. This is Mewtwo in his armor from the anime. So yeah, while the rest of these are just bootlegs of legit figures, this one never had an official counterpart. And they're really lazy on painting Mewtwo, so he's got nothing on the back, and I don't know why Mewtwo is quite so yellow. Don't think he's feeling too good. Oops! Next up, we got that super eager Kyogre who just had to hop out of its package. This probably is one of the best looking out of this bootleg set, though he's got lopsided fins. Don't know how that happened. Plusle is okay, kind of got a bit of a bloody mouth and can't really stand very well on its own. Jirachi made a wish to look somewhat passable, I guess, so it's not the worst. Doesn't have much for feet either, though. Here's our little Vileplume, who likes to be lazy quite often and fall back. It looks alright. It has butt cheeks, though, apparently. That's weird. And it's got markings for Tomy and Nintendo under its lid. Lugia! Again, fairly decent looking, but it has some of that bloody mouth syndrome some of these things are getting due to the sloppy paint jobs. Which Pokemon do you think Lugia was just eating? Come here, Pidgeotto! I'm gonna eat you! Oh! Why are you so big compared to me? I'm a legendary. Raikou looks pretty terrible, mostly because it looks like it just blew itself. Really, only this one part around its mouth is supposed to be blue, but like its entire head is blue for some reason. Also, Raikou looks a bit emaciated. It could probably stand to eat a few Pidgeotos. Right! Next, we got a Magby, which would look pretty decent had they not got that yellow splotch in between its eyes. And it's still got its official markings on its back. I also like how off the scale some of these Pokemon are next to each other. So here's stupid surprise Pidgeotto. Really though, you just gotta love what they did to that Pidgeotto face here with those beady eyes. It just looks like it's shocked beyond belief. And they couldn't bother painting the brown all the way down its feathers. That would have been too much. Right, Nintendo? Yeah, we officially licensed this, right? For alligators, not terrible. Kind of shrunk in the wash, especially when you see giant Totodile back there. The pose this figure had in the first place is a bit weird, kind of zombie-esque, and it barely wants to stand. This Absol figure actually looks really good. This is probably the most professional looking out of all of these. Ivysaur is not too bad either. You can definitely tell that this is an earlier Pokemon figure, and it's still got official markings under its chin. This Suicune figure is okay, but it's much better in profile than it is straight on. This is like when you see a Simpsons character looking straight at the camera. I don't know why Suicune got flattened like this. Ooh, it actually stood up. Amazing. Totodile was almost there, but they got kind of sloppy around the eyes. And this is so legit. Sceptile looks like it's been eating too much and just overstuffed itself from a meal. It's got its hand on its stomach. I couldn't possibly eat another Pidgeotto. You're eating Pidgeottos? I can't believe it! I'm so effective on you, aren't you? They inverted the black and white on Fortress's eyes, which makes it look much more demonic. Staryu has a base so it can supposedly stand up, but this is how it was in the packaging. Rather useless. If we bend it, we can sort of get it to balance for a little bit. I think it's gonna bend back and fall though, isn't it? Oh, is it gonna stay up? Can it stay up? Nope. We got Spinarak next. It's got the face on its abdomen like it should, and it's got its official markings on its belly like it probably shouldn't since it's not legit. And the last of our Pokemon minifig bootlegs is Super Stoned Lapras. Yeah, I've never seen a Lapras have eyes like that. It's kind of freaky looking. Made in China, Tomy, good one. So that's our knockoff group of Pokelosers with quite the varying paint jobs and varying scales. But the important thing is they came with super crunched up Pokemon cards. Quality is kinda all over the place with a set like this. The figures go from pretty good to that's definitely wrong, and the doofy Pocket Monster pedigree cards would be better if they didn't come pre-damaged. 5. There were no thoughts about anything here. I kinda wondered too if the cards included were bootleggers stealing bootlegs to make this bootleg combo set. 0. This set is an oddity down to the bad idea figure and card pack and what the intent of the whole display was in the first place. 7. If we look at Google Translate for some off translations, there's some amusing things found on the card, and it's kind of a funny display altogether. But overall, this is a horrible way to package cards and figures. The cards get wrecked, and the baggies are so low quality that the figures might fall out before being purchased. 3. Again, this is all over the place for how well these bootlegs match up to their official Tomy counterparts. Clearly, the bootleggers did an amazing job on Pidgeotto though, and we've got the bootleg exclusive Mewtwo with armor. 5. And the bootleg zones overall is 5! The minifigs are decent for the most part, but the cards get destroyed in the packaging.
I'm gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin chose all legendaries and a Pikachu. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin can't have a stacked Pokemon team like that. That's cheating, right, Steffi?
I don't care about your stupid Pokemon battles, Bat Hero! I'll kill you!
Wow, you seem angrier than usual, Steffi.
You know what? You're right. Shut up!
Well, with all my legendaries, you think Stone Cold Steve Austin would use one of them, but I'm gonna choose you, Pikachu. What? I said I choose you, Pikachu. What? Get out there! Fine, in that case, I'll choose Sceptile.
Sceptile is loafing around and won't listen to Bat Hero. Sceptile abandoned the team.
Oh! Fine then, I'm gonna use my cheapest Pokemon, Jirachi!
Jirachi made a wish not to be here.
Oh, come on! Use your Pidgeotto, Bat Hero! What? I said use your Pidgeotto! Yeah, that seems like a good type matchup against a Pikachu, right, Steffi?
You idiot!
I can't believe Bat Hero would choose me! He's so stupid! This is a bad type matchup!
Pika, die! You too.
Wow! Nice Pokemon battle, Bat Hero! Now give me your money! What? I said give me your money! Money? Why should I have to give him money? That's not how this goes, right, Steffi?
You don't know anything about Pokemon, Bat Hero! That's exactly how this goes! Now give him your lunch money!
I'm extremely sorry, Mr. Stone Cold, but it seems like I'm a little light on funds right now. Can I get you next time? You know what? Yeah, that seems fine. Let's shake on it, Bat Hero. Yeah, we're friends, not... Oh no! The stunner! What? Ah! Oh, get up, Bat Hero. You know what? I actually feel real bad about that. So you know what? We're gonna have a beer together. Yeah, beer. Here, have a beer, Bat Hero. Oh, I can't believe I'm having a beer with Stone Cold. Oh no, the stunner!
Who am I?
I don't know! Ah! Why is Mewtwo wearing armor? Ah! I can't believe this is happening!
I hate all Pokemon kind now. Thank you, Pidgeotto, for teaching me I want nothing to do with the rest of you. Goodbye forever.
I always do this! I come on too strong!
You're gonna finish that, Bat Hero, Pidgeotto.
What?
Never mind.
That's a great idea, Sceptile! I love eating people!